debt ceiling stuff about, oh, we got to cut the government spending and raise your taxes, that money's all slated to too big to fail banks that's impossible to ever prop up. It's designed to implode. And I hear all these talk show hosts who just don't get it. We've got to get this simple information out to everybody. Now, look at this news. Why is gold surging in the normally dead time for gold, the middle of the summer? July is always the worst. July, August. That usually picks up by the end of August. Why is it an all-time record in the middle of July? Why is silver shooting towards its record, pumping past 40 today? After the bankers did all this finagling months ago to drive it down. Because the dollar and every other major currency in G20 coordinated devaluation is being turned into a ruble, a peso. Okay? I mean, the peso's rising, will soon be on par. The Canada's already passed us. Just a decade ago, a loonie was worth 60 cents on the dollar. Gold isn't going up. Your dollar is going down, and they've signaled, yeah, we're going to fully devalue the dollar. So you ain't seen nothing yet. Now, I want to bring Ted Anderson up. Remember 3 months ago when they artificially drove gold and silver down? And I got Ted on, and I said, I'm not selling my gold or silver because the fundamentals of this. You look at an 11-year graph, 12-year graph, it's all going straight up. They do little manipulative dips, but it always retraces and goes up even more. Because of the fundamentals. The globalists are buying gold and silver. So I briefly wanted to bring Ted Anderson up to talk about how big a deal this is. And Geithner 2 weeks ago saying it's going to be the worst thing in our lives, and it's not going to end for a long time. They're basically now admitting we're going into a depression, Ted.
Well, they sure are, and Bloomberg is reporting through charters saying that gold is going to hit $5,000 an ounce by the year 2020. I mean, there's so much going on in the marketplace, fears of the European crises, and that's just swelling up. It's making the S&P 500 drop. I mean, just about anything you can think of that could be disastrous for the United States economy is happening right now, and that's why you're seeing gold go up. I mean, gold hit a high today already of $16.0850. Silver hit a high today of $40.82. Obviously, there's a lot of problems that are out there, just like China's saying that we've already defaulted on our debt. Well, if you're having to print money and borrow it in order to have, in order to keep things going, you've defaulted on your debt. It'd be just like one individual who has too many credit cards and signs up for the next one to pay the last one. You're beyond help. You cannot be fixed. You will have to file bankruptcy. The way the United States files bankruptcy, they start the printing press. And it's
not just the Chinese. It's Ron Paul. It's Jim Rogers. It's Mark Faber. It's Peter Schiff. You don't have to be an economist to know this. This has happened over and over again. It happened in Rome. It happened in Babylon. And but the sickening thing is, Ted, they've maneuvered us into this, and then they're posing as our saviors, telling us raise taxes and it will fix it. The only thing that'll fix it is saying we don't owe the 1.5 quadrillion that the banks created.
That's exactly right. You cannot fix this problem without getting rid of the printing press and getting rid of the Federal Reserve System. We have a system that is compounding against us. We have currency that comes into existence through a loan. So in other words, we have to go into debt just in order to get it. If we have better economic times, it just means we're going to go further into debt. We are now down at the edge of it. It's like a snowball rolling down the hill, picking up more snow as it comes down. Eventually, it crashes and it busts apart. And that's exactly what's going on. Compounding interest against a fiat currency will kill it. And that's where we're at. We've had 100 years of this fiat system.
They designed it in their own admissions to do this and to convert the entire economy over to themselves. Then once they have more assets than all the real assets in the world, they fully implode the economy and call for their global VAT, global carbon tax, paid to the private banks who engineered it. And they've got Bill O'Reilly out promoting carbon taxes and VAT now. And conservatives are saying, yes, I don't want my retirement check. I hear veterans calling in saying, I don't deserve it for my kids. Don't give me my retirement check. That will then just mean no money into the economy, further depression, which further brings us to our knees. And if you gave up all of your retirement checks that you worked for, you would never even pay off a fraction of this. But you can't get the message to them because Fox News is telling them that it's good.
That's right. I mean, it's just such a snow job, and people are buying it in some cases. Of course, your audience isn't. They're more aware of what's going on. But that's what people just need to be educated.
Ted, stay there. I want to hear about this Bloomberg article. I didn't know they were talking about $5,000 an ounce gold. And if it does go that direction, if they keep devaluing the dollar, it won't be 2020. It won't be, 8.5 years from now. It'll be a year from now. But regardless, they're killing the globe's currencies, not just the dollar. And there's no perfect place to be, but the best bet in my research is gold and silver. We'll be right back.
If you're concerned about radiation poisoning from Japan in the air, water, or food and can't find potassium iodide, go to RestoreYourHealthNow.com and choose Liquid Zeolite. Liquid Zeolite is hands down the best product to remove radiation from your body and safely removes toxins, heavy metals, boosts energy levels, and promotes a strong immune system. For fatigue, muscle weakness, headaches, memory loss, influenza, joint pain, or toxic radiation poisoning, use Liquid Zeolite from RestoreYourHealthNow.com. Liquid Zeolite is so powerful it was used to clean up contamination in Chernobyl, yet so gentle you won't even know you're taking it. Liquid Zeolite comes with a money-back guarantee, but is only available at RestoreYourHealthNow.com. Learn how to get free bottles of Liquid Zeolite at RestoreYourHealthNow.com. That's RestoreYourHealthNow.com or call 800-880-9976. Call 800-880-9976 today and learn how to get free bottles of Liquid Zeolite.
Have you ever felt like the United States government knows way too much about your financial affairs? I continue to hear stories about property seizures, frozen bank accounts, confiscation of stocks and bonds. It makes me wonder if the U.S. citizen will ever again have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, with the Drug and Money Laundering Act, the IRS Revenue Ruling 6045 of 1984, and the Trading with the Enemy Act and Franklin D. Roosevelt's Executive Order of 1933, some precious metal holdings are subject to government intervention. For this reason, Midas Resources has prepared a report explaining the boundaries of trading precious metals privately. Whether if you have any intention of trading with Midas Resources or not, I have instructed my representatives to give this report out free. Call for your free copy at 1-800-686-2237. When investing, always proceed with caution. Again, call 1-800-686-2237. Exercise your legal right to trade metals privately. 1-800-686-2237.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
Question: can functional magnetic resonance imaging be used to read our minds? Author Jose Collazo answers yes in his 2 new books, America's New Slavery. For more than 13 years, author Jose Collazo has been trying to prove that the U.S. government has the capacity to read a person's thoughts with a revolutionary technology known as fMRI, functional magnetic resonance imaging, and there is proof that it exists. America's New Slavery explores this technology and its many possible applications in national security. Who has access to it? How is it being used? Does America's salvation rest in this technology? These and many other questions are answered in America's New Slavery, the new books by Jose Collazo, available on BN.com, Amazon.com, and Borders.com. America's New Slavery. All Americans should be concerned.
It's like watching a train wreck. I saw the train coming. I saw the truck parked on the tracks. I saw the train hit the truck. Now I'm watching the train derail. In fact, there was the headline from Bloomberg. Jaron just threw it on screen. Stan Charts Chin says gold may reach 5,000 by 2020. They've got the video report up there. We'll get that linked up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com by Kurt Nimmo. Got a lot of other important news coming up, and Ron Paul's brother, Wayne Paul, truly a chip off the old block, or chip from the same block, will be joining us coming up in the next segment. Ted, going back to you, I know that, I don't know, when they plunge gold and silver, now it's, of course, retraced its losses, gold breaking an all-time record, silver surging back past 40. I know that you rushed in knowing the trend and bought a bunch of gold and silver, and unlike other brokers, you actually hold it, A. B, you pass on the low prices. Now that it's gone up, it's the equivalent of getting in a time machine and teleporting back to a few months ago to get that low price. But as of talking to you last Thursday, you'd already run out of some of the special radio offers. Some of the prices had gone up, but it's still way below what it is now. You also have a special where you're offering the American Dream, excellent animated documentary about the history of the Federal Reserve. Very entertainingly done. Great for newbies. Great tool to wake people up. You get that free with 2 silver dollars that are at cost. And Big Brother, the Orwellian Nightmare Come True by Mark Dice. While supplies last, we are running out of these very, very quickly. But Ted, tell folks about that offer and then about some of the gold deals you've got for people and how long you're going to be able to offer those specials.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, let's talk about that video deal. It's $130 now. You get 2 silver dollars. Let me tell you, you can't get 2 silver dollars for $130, but you get this neat little DVD like you're describing. It's like perfect for somebody who is just waking up to what's going on or needs to be woke up. You give them that video, it's so entertaining that they'll be riveted to it, watching it, and then by the time they're done, they're going to be scratching their head wondering whatever happened. Franks right now are at $350. We give a full year subscription to the International Forecaster when you buy that coin. The British Sovereign is at $438. U.S. Eagles right now are at $1,713.60. Here's a neat one, Alex. It now takes 30 of the new fiat dimes to buy one old constitutional silver dime. And I just can't tell you enough, man. You should have that constitutional silver dime. Walking Liberty halves right now are at $20.71. I mean, just there's a whole plethora, there's a whole array of different things that you can be buying. I never get a chance to buy enough. The market drops. I think, okay, I'm going to put as much as I can, as many of my resources as I got possible to do it. And then it goes racing right back upward. Here we are sitting here in July. I thought I would have a lot more time to buy than I did. And gold is hitting a peak it has never seen before. That means that August, September, October, all that's going to build on this. We always have our peak in the marketplace toward the end of the year, not now. Now is the time when we see the bottom of the market, and it's just absolutely opposite. And Alex, I need to tell you, there's so many problems going on in this economy. There's so much trouble going on in our own government, Washington, D.C., with this government shutdown. And the only solution they have is to turn on the printing press and go further into debt. You're talking about QE3, which is already going on. China's saying that we're defaulting on our debt. It's coming from everywhere.
Yeah, well, we've been 100% right, and not because we're brain surgeons or rocket scientists. Now, Ted, you got a lot of different video deals. You've got one where you get 5 of my films and 3 silver dollars. But separately, because I think you misquoted, how much is it for the 2 silver dollars and the Big Brother book and the American Dream film and book free?
Yeah, well, total right now it's $130. I did have to raise it $5, but that's it. I mean,
Ted, I think you're confused. It was $75 last week.
Yeah, no, it was. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right. It was $75. Yeah, you're right. It's $80 plus $5. Anyways, 75 plus 5 is $80. You're right. I am confused. I apologize.
No, it's okay, Ted. That happens to the best of us because you have another video deal. The point is you can't get 2 silver dollars for $80 right now. I mean, they're above 40 in spot. And you get a free book that's excellent and the American Dream DVD. I mean, that is an insane deal. So it's 2 silver dollars. That includes shipping and a free book and a free DVD. That's a wonderful deal just for the silver dollars, Ted.
That's the whole point, Alex. I mean, people are going to need the silver dollars to start with. Then you get this video, you hand it out to your friends, and all of a sudden you're making a difference in this country. Absolutely. And I think you're talking about the 3 silver dollar deal and 5 of my films free. That's 130. But folks, call, find out the exact numbers. In fact, I'll have Ted go get them from the brokers and give me those specials specifically. 800-6...